Whoa, we have a series.
Bridges double times, cutting, and jackhammers. And New York's got the lead. What a comeback.
How about the back cut there?
Stayed up late last night, watched some basketball, and obviously the Pacers being up 2-0 on the Knicks, and the Pacers feeling like the team of destiny after stealing 2 in New York, made it seem like this was going to be a pretty quick and easy series. You know, the rumors or the chattering, the whispers of gentleman's sweep started, and it still could be that, obviously, gentleman's sweep being 4-1. But the Knicks back in Indiana steal Game 3, and Game 3s are wildly important, as we all know. You know, no team has ever come back from a 3-0 lead. But I thought this game was over. I thought the Pacers were going to put this series away last night, because obviously I know you have to win 4, but winning 3 in a row makes you feel like, okay, like we've got it. And the Pacers had a chance to put this away, and the Knicks made this series super, super interesting. So, you know, early on in the game, it did feel like the Knicks, you could tell their back was a little bit against the wall, as it should be in a playoff game. But the Pacers weathered that kind of initial little battle when it was a lot more physical, a lot less transition points than usual. And then we got a moment in the second quarter where the Pacers went up 55-35 on the Knicks. And I'm like, oh, like, shoot, like, here we go. Like, is this the point of the series where the Knicks quit? And the announcers they did a great job, really quick to point out, you know, this series has been a lot of series of runs. The Pacers have just been on the better end of it. Now, I did have to go back and watch, because when they go up 20, I'm like, well, damn, like this one's a wrap. This series is not going to be fun anymore. And, you know, I'm a guy that's a comeback guy. I obviously got my Yankees hat on. I don't really root for the Knicks, but I do enjoy the Knicks a little bit, and I do enjoy some good playoff basketball. And I was a little bit surprised, because early on in the game, the thing that I felt like was kind of going to be the, I guess, maybe end-all, be-all is Karl-Anthony Towns. During the Pacers-Cavs series, which I detailed at great length on I-71 Rundown, go check it out with me and Tyler on this channel here, new channel. Appreciate the support so far, so make sure you like and sub. But in the Cavs-Pacers series, the final game, we saw Evan Mobley with the highest usage rate of the entire playoffs. And in that game, it felt like the Pacers had absolutely no answers. In fact, in that game alone, Evan Mobley had 24 points and 11 rebounds. And again, he did that all on 12 shots. It felt like, okay, like when he did that, there was no answer for the Pacers. And like, you look at that, it's like, okay, well, Chris, the Pacers won the series, and they won the game. They absolutely did. But I thought that was going to set up a blueprint for Karl-Anthony Towns, who has a similar, at least basketball skill set, to a guy like Evan Mobley, but he's a little bit bigger, a little bit more experienced, and can be a little bit more aggressive. Early on in the game, Karl-Anthony Towns was not doing anything. Nothing. He finished with 24 total points in the Game 3 win. He scored 20 of those points in the fourth quarter. Karl-Anthony Towns, this series is really, really on him. Really, really on him. I mean, there's a 20-point deficit with about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Karl-Anthony Towns was pretty clear that he could not miss. I mean, he's the one. Now, I know Jalen Brunson's a really good player. I know OG Anunoby does a really good job, but this series really is going to be on Karl-Anthony Towns. Halliburton, one of the surprising metrics of the postseason is he's actually better on the road than he is at home, which I found fascinating. Maybe that's someone that really soaks up in enjoying the villain role. But a big win for New York, and then obviously all signs point to, can they steal a second game before heading back to New York? But even if they don't, if it's 3-1, you are going back to New York after this game. We now have a really, really interesting series, and I think we have not a lot of legacies on the line, but this will be the first time that it's going to be a first for somebody, right? Like Jalen Brunson, it'll be his first ring if he gets one. Karl-Anthony Towns, it'll be his first ring if he gets one. Halliburton, his first ring if he gets one. On the other side, you're looking at SGA, first ring if he gets one. Anthony Edwards, first ring if he gets one. This is like let me seize the moment in the NBA when all the guys who are the best, top 10, whatever, LeBron, Steph Curry's, Jokic's, all of them are out. I've got a chance to snag my first one. Who's going to get it? And honestly, I think it'll be good for the Knicks to see them get it. And I'm curious to see how, Knicks players will be remembered if they get it. But Knicks win Game 3. and what was really really an impressive, really big time win. Other things around the sports world, a couple series wrapped up. Skubal, 13 strikeouts in only 94 pitches, including hitting a career high 103 miles per hour as they take the final game against the Cleveland Guardians. Tyler and I will talk about that a little bit more, but 3-0. Sunday Night Baseball, the Mets 3, the Dodgers 1, as they claim the series 2-1 over the Dodgers, who I believe are still World Series favorite. Juan Soto still continues to struggle offensively, with his batting average dipping below 240. I'll talk more about that on the Chris and Pat channel. And then tonight, Memorial Day action. Shout out, happy Memorial Day. You have the Thunder taking on Minnesota. Obviously, that is Game 4 after Minnesota won Game 3 by 40 points. That game kicks off at 8:30, not kicks off, tips off. And Oklahoma City is a 3.5-point favorite. I might stream for one of these games if I feel like gambling while I watch some ball. Don't know if that'll be tonight, but that will be soon. I'm Chris Drew. As always, be a friend, tell a friend, like, sub. We'll be doing these morning wraps pretty often, so thank you for tapping in.